Welcome to Martinsville for the running of the Aspen 200. On the floor for today's race is John West, and to the outside is Brandon Butler. In third we have Jake West, fourth is Eric Hine, and fifth is Trey Rainey, your first chaser. In today's race, starting fifth, Martinsville's a wild half-mile track. The pace trucks are in 30 laps around this paperclip of a track as they come down the front straightaway. John West on the front row, along with Brandon Butler. The green flag is in the air. We're racing. The star of round number 2 is on as they come off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Jake West and John West get out 1-2. Those are teammates. Behind them here comes a battle. Eric Hine for third, underneath Brandon Butler. And off of turn number 4, John West will lead lap number 1. Trey Rainey's trying to sell into fifth, although he will get to the inside. Battle for the race lead. Jake West underneath John West. Jake West, who has won 2 of the last 3 races, is going for the lead and will clear John West as they come off turn number 4. New race leader, Jake West out front. Eric Hyden's coming in the 6th truck. He's going to get to 2nd. Trey Rainey, it looks like, will get to 4th right there. He did a power move into 1 and 2. Drove it in hard. That's right now your highest chaser, John Gambit, back there in the 9-9. Another chaser. He's in the top 10 right now, although trying to get down low in front of the 3. Couldn't quite do it. The 3 I set him up the track a little bit. Trey Rainey will get to 4th, and now he's going for 3rd. Great run by that 07 truck off of turn number 4. That's a great truck right there. Great looking truck. He did the best of round number 1 and advanced by a lot, but now the points reset back to even for he and all the other chasers, but he's showing that he's going to be a threat for this title, and they might have to see him in Homestead after today. My oh my, he's coming to the front. He's up to 3rd, and he's running his fastest laps of the race. In fact, running faster than anyone in front of him. Eric Hine and Jake West in front of him, and it looks like the leader right now has been running the slowest of the front 3. But look at Jeff Bright running in the 28. The 20.8 bracket is what Jeff Bright's running. That's the fastest of the front 4, and he's still running down there. In fact, no one in front of him is running down there, but behind them we have Tyler Lyman running in the 26s, so it just keeps getting faster the farther back you go. Pretty interesting, especially since cleaner usually the best thing here. You know how nervous the chasers are with these points being reset. You know, now there's only 7 of them, and 3 more will get eliminated. We'll have 4 at Homestead battling for the championship. Eric Hyden right now running in 2nd. He got eliminated from round number 1. A tough break there for that 6th team. They're hoping to rebound with a win here today at Martinsville. Another guy that got eliminated was the 30 of Griffin Lynn. We'll go back and see where he is. He's right now running just outside the top 10 and 11th. And the 92 who started outside of front row has made his way back to 10th. Just shows how that outside lane does not work here at Martinsville. Griffin Lynn, the running 11th. He got eliminated last round as well, along with Eli Bright, who we thought he could have been a contender. After the first race, he had the points lead. A slow fade behind them. Jim Gambit and Luke Rainey make contact left here. Stu Cole gets to the wall. Gambit, one of your chasers at the back of the field. Almost wrecked by Luke Rainey. Junior Ramos also back here, so we got 2 chasers back here. They would right now be your last 2, but as we were talking about Eli Bright, thought he could have been a contender. After the first chase race, he was up front. He was the highest of any chaser. And then he had some 2 bad races, and it made him fall below the cutoff line. He got eliminated. And man, it was a horrible time because Martinsville, earlier this season, he won here at Martinsville. So tough break for him. He's looking for the Martinsville Super right now. That's not going to happen unless a yellow comes out. As up front, Jake West and Eric Hine pull away. Hyden just ran his fast lap of the race last time by. Trey Rainey sails into 3rd. Solid run for him. Jeff Bray is there as well. Then you got John Gambit, solid here today. Kind of quiet. He's right now 6th. That's another chaser. Then you got your next chaser. Here comes Brandon Butler Sr. for 8th. He'll take it. In 10th, you have Dan Bann, another chaser. So those are right now the 4 that would advance. The 2 that are obviously Junior Ramos and Jim Gambit at the back. But then you also got another chaser. And that's Josh Domino on the O2. So these 3 right now that would be eliminated. All 3 of them are back here pretty much together. And then the front 4 are all in the top 10. So, man, that could be a huge separation in terms of points. Battle for 5th, John Gambit trying to get by Tyler Lyman. That's another point. If he could get that, another point that he would be safe by going into the final 2 races of round number 2. And there are some wild 2 races, too. We have Talladega and Texas on our list, and that's going to be an insane race. Those two, especially Talladega, they go 4 wide there without wrecking. So it's been pretty clean all day long so far. Jake West still holding the lead over Eric Heiden. Heiden has been slowly faster. Just every single lap, he's been just a little bit faster than that 29 truck. Although the 29, I think, actually, yeah, he definitely stretched it out that time. He was about a tenth faster, so. No real battles to look at as we look towards the back of the field, trying to find a battle. Here's Dan Bannon going after Jeff Samito for the 9th position. Behind them, Alex Stewart and Griffin Lynn battling for what looks to be 13th on track. And it looks like Alex Stewart will take that position as they come off of turn number 4. Halfway through the race, and Jake West is leading. Talk about someone not making the chase, and man, oh man, Jake West, if he would have just made the chase, a hot streak for him. He won the first 2 races of the chase. Last race didn't finish too well, but now he's shown again that he's the dominant truck, dominant team even. BKR as a whole has been on a roll since the chase started. Jim Gammett moving by Evan Rudd, that's another point, and he needs every point he can get now being at the back of the field. You can see he's right now the last chaser. And Eric Heiden doesn't look like he has anything for Jake West right now, but there's still 13 laps left. If we get a yellow, another restart, who knows what could happen. Seen wilder things happen in this Pennzoil truck series. Eric Heiden staying a little bit lower down the straightaway. Interesting decision there. See Brandon Butler Sr. is up to 8th. Stuart Gratton has made his way up to the top 10 as Dan Bannon has fallen back just a little bit. And Gratton's starting to work his way up to the front. Be nice to see him get a top 10. He hasn't had any luck this season. Top 10 could be big for him. So we saw a battle back there. Eli Bright moved underneath Cynthia Bright. Bright, who won the last race out at Auto Club, will surrender the 20th position to Eli. So the Brights battle, and Eli wins it. Dan Bannon now going after Alex Stewart for the 11th position. Bannon and Stewart might have made a little contact there as they come down the front straightaway. 11 laps of racing to go. And Dan Bannon will grab the spot. Well, not quite yet. Alex Stewart charging back on the outside, but I believe Dan Bannon will have it going into 3 and 4. A little bit slow going in there, but Dan Bannon will grab another spot, move him up to 11th. See if he can run down the top 10 again. Front of the field, staying pretty much the same. Same gap, same everything. Nine laps of racing to go, Martinsville. And what was a pretty clean race earlier this season in the Advanced Auto Parts 200 or 250, whatever it was. It looks like it'll go that same way here today, but that race earlier this season ended under the yellow flag. Will that happen here today? Coming to 8 laps to go. Or will we get a caution now and have a late race restart? Could you imagine that? First race of round number 2 and we have a late race restart. Right now there's no really battles that I would see causing a caution. It'd have to be a pretty big battle, and right now Eli Bright starting to charge his way through the field. He's up to 19th. It's too little too late though. He definitely started too far back. Dan Bannon's moved around to 10th. He moves past Jeff Samito. Alex Stewart will also move by that 24. So Stewart got up to 9th. Dan Bannon back up to the top 10. See, John West is now getting hunted by Brandon Butler Sr. That 81 truck wants one more point, because he can see that 99 up there. If he could get just within 1 point of him, he might bump that 19 out of the way. On the back bumper of John West, 6 laps to go. See the race lead staying the same. Jake West and Eric Hines still pretty much the same gap. Look at the 81 onto the back bumper, and the 19 moves low. They make some contact. And that's exactly how the caution came out here earlier this season to cause the race ending yellow. Although it doesn't look like it's going to happen here today. 5 laps of racing to go for Jake West. If the caution now comes out, the race is over. So this race is official. West just has to bring it around 5 more laps. He'll be a winner. Coming to 4 laps to go this time. Gonna be a pretty quick race here today. Off of turn number 4. 4 laps to go at Martinsville. 2 miles left. And can Jake West bring home a grandfather clock? He goes up the track a little bit, trying to get maybe a better run off. Possibly the tires starting to wear away. He's trying to find a way to make that better. As here he comes to 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Brandon Butler Sr. has moved around the truck he was battling. He's right now up to the 7th position. He moved around John West. West down to 9th. Stuart Grant also gets by. 2 to go. 1 mile this time by. 2 laps of racing to go at Martinsville. No contest up at the front. Eric Hine has been running a little bit faster laps. It's just not going to be enough for him. As they come down the back straightaway, white flag this time for Jake West. Here we go. Off of turn number 4, Jake West sees the white flag in the air. We're on the final lap of the race at Martinsville. Can he get around to win the Aspen 200? It'd be his 3rd win in 4 races this season. On a march here as of late as he comes down the back straightaway. Jake West won the first 2 races of the chase. Last race finished a little bit off pace. But this race is back to victory lane. Jake West's 3rd win of the season at Martinsville. The Aspen 200 goes to Jake West. As the field and the chasers come across the line. Battle side by side. Derek Bouchard and Cynthia Bright. Looks like Bouchard will get it at the line. Good racing there. And Jake West gets it done. His 3rd win of the season. Wow. Good race, good, clean, hard racing here at Martinsville. Now let's check the finishing results. Here are the here are the finishing results from the Aspen 200 at Martinsville. No caution flags and 1 DD change among 2 different drivers. Jake West took the lead from his teammate John West. After the first lap, he led 29 of 30 laps to win at Martinsville, his 3rd win of the season. Eric Hine ends up 2nd, so the race after getting eliminated from the chase, a solid run for him, gets 2nd. Trey Rainier, highest finishing chaser, ends up 3rd. That's a great run for him to get him up into the top of the points. 4th, Jeff Bright, and 5th, we have Tyler Lyman. In 6th, it was John Gambit. 7th was Brand Butler Sr. 8th, Stuart Grant. 9th, John West started on pole. Finishes 9th, and Dan Bann, another chaser, 10th. So there's your top 20. 4 chasers finished on the top 10. Great showing by them. The 07, the 99, the 81, and the 68. And BKR leads every lap here today. And Jake West comes out on top, dominating the race. As we look back, the rest of the chasers. 21st, Jim Gambit. 24th, Josh Samito. 27th, Junior Ramos. So those would be the 3 out as of now. But we still got 2 races left to the chase. But man, they have some work to do, as you can see on the screen now. The front 4 have a pretty good gap on them, as you can see. Dan Bann with 34 points. He's 11 points ahead of Jim Gambit, who is the 5th place in points. But anything can happen. Talladega next, and then Texas. As you can see, the next race will be the Camping World 250 at Talladega. See you guys then.